student email account, and the second student today emailed me from the student email. Now a lot of people email from their personal accounts, but it's good
Mhm.
to know that y'all use the student account too, because that's the only one that they give us unless you give us a different one.
Mhm.
So I want to try the game again with you real quick. You remember the rules?
Uh,
Count to
no, you
21.
gotta count to 21.
Count to 21, taking turns where I can say one or two numbers, you say one or two. So if I say one, you can say two, or you can say two, three. Then I come back and I can say four, or I can say four, five. You say six, I say seven, eight, and then whoever gets to 21 first is the winner
Okay.
and the grand champion of fourth block. What would you like to go first?
Okay.
All right, let's do it.
Wait. You want me to start?
Yeah, you start.
Okay. One,
Two, three,
4, 5,
six,
7,
eight, nine,
10, 11,
12,
13,
14, 15,
16, 17,
18,
19.
20, 21. Let's run it back. And
Okay.
you went first that time, so I'll go first this time. Okay. One,
2,
three,
4, 5,
six,
7, 8,
nine,
10,
11, 12,
13,
14, 15,
16.
17, 18.
Is it? Do only can go 2 or 3 numbers?
You can only say one or two numbers.
19, 20.
All right, run it back. You go first.
Okay. 1,
Two, three,
4, 5,
six,
7, 8,
nine,
10,
11, 12,
13,
14, 15,
16.
17, 18,
What? 19.
20, 21. All right, want to play one more time?
Okay, one more time, one more time.
All right, is it my turn to start?
Mhm.
All right. One, two,
3,
four, five,
6,
seven,
8,
nine,
10, 11,
12,
13, 14,
15,
16,
17, 18,
19.
20, 21. All right. First, though, thank you because you played me and you played me tough. Now, can I tell you what I just learned about you playing that silly little game?
What?
Well, you recognized that once I got to 18, that I kind of had you, right? You saw that, and that's good that you see that. Are you still there now? You just froze.
No.
You still there?
Yes.
Okay, okay. Yeah, so you saw that. Second thing I saw was you do not give up easily, and that's good. That's good. Third thing I saw was you like learning. I could see that. You couldn't hide that. So are all these things true?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, good. 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 You would be. I use that game, right? I used to run a school very long time ago, and I would use that game in my interviews when I'm hiring teachers
Mhm.
because it tells you a whole lot about a person. So it was very easy for you to follow the directions of the game because the directions were pretty straightforward, right? Pretty simple game. You'd be surprised at how many people can't hear those instructions and follow them because that's just not what they do. They don't follow any kind of instructions. They kind of do like they want to do. You can see those kinds of things playing that simple little game. And someone taught it to me many, many years ago, and I have used it in my classes more than I care to admit. It's also very useful to help connect with students because you get to know who they are. You let them see who you are. All we're trying to do in these Zoom calls is have you know my name, have me know your name, and for us to know each other enough to talk about math and learn some stuff about math. At some point, especially since you have been here every day, we're going to come on and I'm going to say, you know what, Saniya, you have come to every meeting. You have emailed me too. And yeah, you sent me the text as well. So now that we have 3 different ways of connecting, from this point forward, we'll come on the Zoom if you have something you want to discuss with your class, want me to explain something, you want some resources. Other than that, you can check in each day via email or text. And if you need anything during this time that I'm available, you can email or text. Because eventually, we're going to want y'all to get on Edgenuity and get on it pretty good and stay on it as much as you can and move and make as much progress as you can. So if I'm asking you to connect via Zoom and asking you to log on to Edgenuity, you probably won't do that very well on the same device. And there's no guarantee that anybody's got 2 devices to work on. So if I see you on Edgenuity and I can communicate with you via text and via email, that's going to be good for me. And hopefully, since you know me a little bit now, if you want to talk about something, we can come on the Zoom and we can talk. If there are several of you that want to talk, I can create meeting rooms and put all the people who are interested in the same particular thing or in the same particular class. I could put y'all in the same chat room, and then I can move around from chat room to chat room the same way I would if I was in a classroom.
Mhm.
Make sense?
Yes.
All right. Now I got another game that I want to show you. I was hoping that Connor was going to come today too, because you two are the only students out of the 50 students that I have seen every day. Can you dig it?
Yeah.
Y'all are like the only 2. So I thank you for that. And I want to make sure I get to some other folks too. I even had one of my old students came by just to say hi today. So that made me feel good, because we want to, we have no idea what you guys have been doing for the last 5 months. So the first
Mhm.
thing we got to do is see about you and make sure you're all right before we
Mhm.
worry about learning and algebra and all that stuff. So that's what this week is about. That's what next week is about. Frankly, the week after that, I'm always trying to check in and check on you first. And then we'll
Mhm.
get to all the math. We'll get to all of that. So I'm going to, you still there?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to share my screen. So let me know if I have shared it successfully.
Your
Uh,
screen is froze.
okay, all right.
Oh no, it's not. No, it's not.
Okay, okay. Yeah, we had a very tough day with the internet yesterday, like you would not believe. So even when your phone quit, mine quit right after yours did, because our internet was out almost all day. So I was having to do my meetings on my phone, and that eats up a whole lot of data. Well, that eats up a
Mm.
lot of data. All right, that's the screen I want to share. Let me see if I can make this work now. There we go. Okay, I'm sharing the screen, but I might not be sharing the right one. Come on, Derek. Share the right one. Okay, so what do you see?
98 operator.
Okay, all
Talk to
right,
me.
all right. Here's a game that I use a lot in all of my classes with all of my students, no matter what class they're in. I have this goal for all of my students that you will be good at doing your math in your head by practice and by regiment. And the reason for that is
Mhm.
whatever class you're in, you're going to be working with numbers. Even when you're no longer in classes, you're still going to be working with numbers. So I want you to be able to do it in your head. So the goal of this game is to get you to say that number using subtraction. See how the operator is the minus sign?
Mhm.
I want you to say 98 as the difference of 2 numbers. For example, 98 is equal to 100 minus 2. Does that sound right?
Um. Yeah.
All right. You tell me if it's not. No, 100 minus 2, that's 98. 100, take away 1, that's 99. Take away 2, that's 98. All right, so the goal of the next one, let's see what is next. Give me a second. All right, put it right back there. Okay, you see that one? All right, so that says, give me 9 as an addition sentence. What two numbers can I add to give me 9? What you got for me?
4 plus 5.
Excellent. Excellent. A lot of other numbers work too, right? 6 plus 3, 8 plus 1. All right. So the only rule in this game, right, is I don't want you to use the number 1. I never want you to use 1. So if you said 8 plus 1, I would say, all right, I'm going to let that one go this time. But I don't want you to use the number 1. I want you to at least say 7 plus 2, 6 plus 3, 5 plus 4. All right. Let's try another one. 66. Two numbers that I can add to give me 66. What you got?
50 plus 6.
You said 50 plus 6? Or what'd you say? Say it
again. Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Wait.
Come on now. Come on now.
60 plus 6, I meant.
Okay. Yeah, that works. That works. I knew what you meant. Now, I just want you to make sure you catch yourself and say, hey, wait a minute now. Wait a minute. Yeah, so that's fine. Do one more for me now, and I will know you got the hang of it.
Okay.
120 as two numbers that I subtract that give me 120. All right, you froze now. You still there?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, your video froze. So take your time. Take your time.
Sorry, I'm trying to think.
Take your time. Look, ain't nobody here but you and me, so take your time. And now, do you have a calculator anywhere, like on your phone even?
I don't have my phone with me right now, but
okay. Now I was gonna say, now it is totally okay for you to use a calculator. But let me show you something now. If 120 is the number I want to end up with, here's the easiest thing to do. I'm going to add 10 to that number. What would that give me? 130, right? Yes. And then I can say, okay, 130 minus 10 gives me 120.
Oh.
See that?
Okay. Yeah.
All right, try one more for me. Okay.
Okay.
This is 120 using addition. Give me two numbers that I can add to give me 120.
110 plus 5.
Watch out now. 110 plus 5 is 115.
Oh, 110 plus 10.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. All right, try one more for me. This one is a little tricky now because it's a number that ends in 1. 51 using multiplication.
So, and then you said I can't use 1 to...
Right, I don't want you to use 1. Now, if you did, if you did, now, I'm sure not going to be mad. I would just want you to give me one additional answer.
51 times.
So here, let me give you a small hint now. The numbers that I can multiply to give me 51, there are only a few. There's the number 1. There's the number 3. There's 17. And then there's 51. So now that'll narrow it down for you. If I don't want you to use 1, there are only 2 numbers that you can use. What you got?
Um, okay. Mm, 3 times. Hold on. Is it 3 times 20? No, not 3 times 20. Hold on. I'm going to use my calculator.
All right.
Three. Okay, that's 60. So, mm,
All right. So the numbers that'll give
I
you 50.
believe
Oh,
that
go ahead.
I believe that it's 3 times 17.
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
Okay.
Good job. Good job. So, just like you showed me in the game 21, you showed me that you don't give up. And I appreciate that. Now, you hung in there until you got it. Because now, what's the worst thing that happens if you come up with the wrong answer? I'll tell you.
Mm,
I'm going to help you figure out how to not get the wrong answer. That's the worst thing that'll happen. So maybe sometimes you won't want me telling you stuff. Well, okay, but that's the worst thing that'll happen. So it's okay to not know because the whole goal of us being together now is we trying to learn some things. And I will definitely learn some stuff from working with you. That's how I know what I know is I learn from working with people. And as a teacher, you just learn a lot of different ways to communicate and you learn a lot of different ways to hang in there and be resilient and try to demonstrate that stuff to your students. And then if you get better in front of them, then they'll probably get better too.
mm-hmm.
At least that's what I think on most days now. So, do you have any questions for me? Because I have one more question for you, and then I'm going to turn you loose and let you work on your ingenuity.
No, I don't.
All right. Now, have you been able to start on your ingenuity lessons?
Yes, I've been doing my other courses, and I think I did some of yours yesterday. I don't remember what I did. I don't think I've done an assignment yet. I think I was leading to that.
Okay. Well, I want you to set a goal now for definitely for your math class, and I think this works in your other classes as well. If you can complete one graded assignment every day, that is going to get you done with your course probably in about 10 to 12 weeks. I would love
Mm-hmm.
it if you were able to do 2 math classes between now and December, but I don't want to rush you. I want you to work at a pace that lets you learn, and if that pace means it takes you 13 weeks to do the class, then I'm fine with you taking 13 weeks to do the class. We'll go to the next one when you finish and when you have learned some stuff. But if you can do one graded assignment every day, that's you go through a lesson, you take a quiz, you pass the quiz with a grade of 70 or higher, that's going to keep you on a good pace.
So after algebra A, is it algebra one?
Well, you're in foundation, so I think you go to Algebra 1A and then you go to Algebra 1B. I think that's how it's going to work.
Okay.
You're the first student I've had that's taken the foundations class now, so I think that's how it's going to work. And if I find out something different, I'll let you know. But I think you'll go to Algebra 1A, then Algebra 1B, and then on to geometry.
Mhm.
And if you develop a pretty good pace, it is possible for you to complete multiple classes in a semester. You might actually be able to get through foundations, Algebra 1A, Algebra 1B. I don't want you to rush, but it is doable. And if you can go a little faster, then that'll let you finish faster.
So once I'm done with algebra foundations, y'all give me another class
Mm-hmm,
for math.
mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, because you will take, but by the time you graduate, right, you're going to take foundations, Algebra 1 Part A, Algebra 1 Part B, Geometry Part A, Geometry Part B. Then you go to Algebra 2A, Algebra 2B. And then I'm going to do everything I can to talk you into taking pre-calculus as either your last math class, or you might be able to get pre-calculus and calculus. It all depends on how fast you go.
Mhm.
So that's a couple of years down the road now, but I'm speaking my goals for our work together. I would love for you to take pre-calculus, even if you never turn another page in a math book in your life. That one's going to give you some tools because it will help you see how all the other tools and all the other classes kind of fit together in a real life kind of way.
Okay.
Make sense? All right. So what I'll be doing is checking in on you in Edgenuity just to see your progress. And when we get together next time, it'll be next Monday. I'll be able to tell you how much work I have seen you do over the weekend. And I'll be like, go Saniya. Or I might be like, okay, Saniya, go faster. But either way, it will be to encourage you and certainly to motivate you to keep going and do what you've been doing. And like I said, you are one, you're the only student now that I have seen every day. That says something very good for you. Believe me. But now my goal is to have some other folks in here with you. Now I got to keep working on that. I have talked to a lot of students this week. I just got to get to a point where I'm talking to them during their assigned block so that we can count y'all as being in attendance and keep all of that stuff straight.
Mhm.
So now, if you don't have anything else, I'm going to sign off and save some of our internet for when we need it next week. And if you need anything, you can reach me by email or by text.
Okay.
All right. Now take care. And I'll give you a rematch too next time we talk. I'll give you a rematch.
All right.
All right. Take care now.
Okay.
All right. Bye. Whoops.